Guys, do you know that in our body, we have one evil that prevented us from doing what we want to do? Like when we want to complete our assignment, but we can't complete it at all because of that evil. And when it's time for us to do workout, to do exercise, but we can't do it because of that bad evil. And when it's time for us to review our lesson for exam, we can't review it either because of that bad evil as well. And people call that evil laziness. Like for example, like it's time for us to do our assignment, but we refuse to do it and we say, nah, do it tomorrow, I promise I will finish it. But we all know that there's no tomorrow and tomorrow never comes. And when it's time for us to do exercise, we refuse to do it either, and we make excuses saying, nah, let me finish watching this movie first. And we all know that not only one movie has finished, but also we don't do our exercise as well. And when it's time for us to review our lesson for exam, we think that if we review it right now, we might we might forget about it when the exam day comes. So let us wait till it's near exam day so we won't forget about it. And you know what? Yeah, we didn't review our lesson. We did the one night policy. We couldn't get enough sleep. We couldn't review our lesson properly, and we might even feel sleepy during our exam as well because we couldn't get enough sleep because we want to review our lesson only in one night. And so this is how bad that evil is. So be careful with that evil. And if we let this evil, if we give this evil a chance to controlling our life, we can't do what we have to do. Because this evil will be the master of our life if we give it a chance. And I am sure that most of you here used to hear a quote that said, it's only you who can determine your life. But before you can determine your life, you have to overcome yourself first. Overcome your laziness. Because if you continue to let your laziness control you, what you will get are failing, unsuccessful, couldn't achieve what you want to do. And sometimes it might lead you to get depression. Blaming yourself that you couldn't do it, and that is how bad that evil is. So if you don't know how to overcome your laziness, it's getting bigger and bigger, and it may be difficult for you to overcome it. And if it's getting bigger, you know what? It might lead us to ignore what we have to do. What do I mean by that? Like for example, we have to make bed, we have to do the washing up, but we couldn't do it because we feel so lazy to do it, and that is how bad that evil is. And one more thing is that laziness can lead us to destroy our own potential and uniqueness as well. What do I mean by that? Again, you may ask. So, you know what? We know how to read, but we don't read because of that laziness. We know how to do exercise, but we don't do exercise because of that laziness as well. We know how to get good grade. We know how to achieve great score, but we don't do it because of that laziness as well. We feel so lazy to do it. And this is how bad that laziness is. And guys, our body really love the easiest thing, like just watching movies, sleeping and eating, and it just wants us to do it again and again. But it's make us feel lazy to do it. Because when doing all of that stuff, we don't have to think about anything. We don't have to work hard, and we don't have to worry a bit of thing. And by doing it again and again, it's become our comfort zone. It's become our habit that makes us hard to step away from it. And it leads our body to believe that doing all of that stuff are easy, and by doing other stuff beside that are very difficult and hard. So if we think that doing other stuff is difficult and hard, we feel lazy to do it. We don't have the energy to do it, and we want to delay it. Oh, tomorrow I do it. I finish it tomorrow, and we all know that tomorrow never comes. There's no tomorrow. And day by day, our tasks start getting bigger and bigger, and we couldn't finish the work on time, like our assignment, our task, our assignment, that we have to do it, but we make excuses saying, nah, I do it tomorrow. And of course, we know that there is no tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. And we only do our assignment when it's deadline time only. I mean, of course, we done it, but don't forget to ask ourselves, did I like my works? Did I put all my effort into it? Of course, no. We didn't finish our work perfectly. We just want it to be done. We couldn't get enough of sleep because we just want to finish our assignment on time, and we didn't do deep research on our task. because we just want to finish it. I mean, how can we do it perfectly if we just do it a night before? And same as reviewing our lesson for exam. Do not wait, and don't wait till one night before exam day. I mean, if you want to have good grade, you have to review and practice it every day, because you can't just remember everything in one night. I mean, you can if you review and practice it every day. If you want to have good grade, you have to review your lesson every day. I mean, you work hard on it, you achieve it. That's how things work, go get it. You know what? Our brain listen to ourselves. They listen to our mind. When we don't want to do it, like if we don't want to do it, our brain make excuses for it. It produce reason for us not to do it. Like, oh, I'm so tired today, I don't want to do it. Oh, let me just finish watching this movie first, then I'll do it. It produce reason for us not to do it, and it produce reason for us not to feel guilty about not doing it. Like, for example, when we have to do exercise, but then we think that doing exercise, it's gonna be hard, it's going to be very difficult. So when we think it's hard to do it before actually doing it, we don't have the energy to do it. And in our body, we have two characters. One tells us that, oh, you have to do exercise today if you want to stay healthy, if you want to live longer. But the other one tells us that, oh, you don't have to do it today. It's okay not to do it today. You can still do it the next month though. Today you're so tired, take a rest, watch a movie, that's okay. You can still do it the next month. And if we let this laziness control us, of course we don't know that next month we can actually do this exercise or not. But when it's time, the doctor tells us that, oh, if you want to live longer, if you want to stay healthy, you have to do exercise. That's when you actually do exercise because you want to live longer. And what important here is you just have to start to do it. One of the reasons that make you feel lazy because you think that you have a lot of work to do and they are very difficult. It's very difficult to do it. But actually, you just have to start to do it. You start the first step first. Then you will know how the second and the rest works. And don't think that it's hard to do it before actually doing it, or else you can't finish the work and still think it's difficult. But just start to do it, whether you spend short time with it or long time with it, but just make it improve and don't make it lower. If this month you spend 1 hour in studying, then next month spend 2 hours in studying, and don't make it lower. Then just let it down to 30 minutes in a day for study. Do it till it become your habit. Do it till it's become your comfort zone, and don't just waste to good at it in just a day, but do it till it's become your habit. Do it till you're good at it. And if we take a look at successful people, we can see that they are not lazy. They have goals. They know what they want to do in their life and they work hard to achieve it. Like Jack Ma, CEO of Alibaba, we all know him, and he tried to find job, but he always failed. If there were 25 candidates applied for the job, 24 candidates passed it. 24 candidates got the job, but only one person that couldn't pass it, and that one was Jack Ma. But he didn't stop there. We all know that he didn't stop there. He made himself better day by day, and he always learned from his failure. So now it's time to ask ourselves, when will we change this bad habit? Of course, we all know that it's hard, sometimes to overcome our weakness, but that doesn't mean that we can't change it. But what importantly, you have to ask yourself, are you really want to overcome it? Because if you really want to overcome it, your brain will find a way to deal with it if you really want to, because our brain listens to our mind. So when you face this evil, how can you overcome it? Don't forget to comment down below so I can know and I can learn from you too. How can you overcome this evil? Bye bye.